that means, well, here, I can do it over here.
I'll just record it on my end.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't have a lesson plan today, so
right.
I can make little recordings, so we can get trades in little recordings. I haven't done that yet either. I should have probably done that on a couple of trades. So far today, just so you guys know, in case you weren't aware of it, we are plus 22 on gold, or minus 10 on the ES, plus 16 on the NQ, and plus 10 on the Russell. That's where we stand right now. Yesterday at this time, I think we're still negative, because we had stopped out on the first two trades, the ES and the NQ. And it turned around and ended up being our best day of the year.
Today was?
So, yesterday was. Yesterday was. After starting out with those two
crazy volatility yesterday. It was wild.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really. It's wild. I like it, but it wears me out. It really does. I gotta take a nap. All right, so I'm looking for the Russell to pull back here right now. The other ones, this is just barely got a higher swing. It's not really trending. It's consolidating right here. The ribbon in here is all crunched up. This is a pullback, 50% retracement of that last leg up, so it's gonna move up higher and spread out the ribbon a little bit. This one too. Actually, you could take the NQ if you get an up close on it here. Okay, if you were to get an up close on the NQ here. Actually, it's going right into the weekly trade zone. It's good on, man. It's gonna get on the other side of the zone. Be 41.50. And it's gonna get on the other side. No, it's gonna be not 41.50. It's gonna be 47.50, 45.50, 45.50 is what it'll be. Why can't I do math right now? Add 8 to the bottom of the bar. There it is, right there. That is a trade. That is a trade.
Did somebody just have a comment about extending the trading platform?
I don't know. Hang on.
Kevin just sent me a text message. I've got 20. I see what you said. I said I have 22 days left before my TradingView subscription expires. So the Thanksgiving Day sale, I will be renewing that on Monday when the sale starts, because it saves you like a whopping, how much, 60% or
70%?
70%. Yeah.
Yeah, the premium 70%. The other ones might be less. But I mean, historically, in the past, the premium has been 70%, while the others have been less. The 94.4 up to 96.4. No, the Russell's not going to be a trade. Yeah, Kevin sent me an email too. I don't think he understood the 70% off, because he definitely said he wanted to take advantage of the 70% off sale, but I don't think he understood what the 70% off was for.
Maybe you
All
can.
Right, Kyle.
Yeah, anyway, he's in with us this morning.
You are?
He is. Because apparently he's hearing. I think maybe he's working and just kind of listening. I don't know.
Let me show you. In here right now, the 70% off isn't there, but on Monday, when you come in here and you go to this, in here it's going to say, some kind of special thing up here. Right now, when you click on that, this is not 70% off. If I switch to an annual right now, we save 120. That's not 70% off. This number here, if I switch to an annual with the 70% off thing, I think it's going to be in the 300s, low 300s, I think, maybe 200s, 280s or something like that. That's the 70% off deal. Okay, because you can see normally it's
$600 a year.
Yeah, if you go here, it's 60 times 12, so it's normally 720 roughly, 720. So if you knock 70% off of that, 7 times 72 is $490. That would put it roughly down into the high 200s, low 300s. Okay, I think when I did it before, I think it was $280 or something like that. Switch to the annual.
Yes, and Frank, it's good for new customers. It's especially good for new customers. We're hoping it's good for old customers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've done it before,
right?
So I'm thinking that we're going to get it again. We were able to get it in the past, so we had years worth of stuff. Yeah, that's why it came kind of as a surprise to us when they hit us with that $600 charge a couple months ago. It's been years since we had to do any of that. All right. So you're on the annual plan that expires January 10th. Rico, I don't think they're going to give you a deal. You can try. They might let you do another one. But one thing you can do, and this is a little sneaky, but one thing you can do is just create a new account and pay for the annual on the new one. And when you get the discount, you get the huge discount. Then you'd have two accounts for a couple of days, and then just let the one you have expire. Or if you go to cancel your account, they might make you a good offer. They've done that in the past too. If you go to cancel your account, like to close your account with them, a lot of times they'll offer up some really good deal for you. I'm not really encouraging anyone to play the system, but that's, they have 60 million subscribers and counting.
That's a vast audience.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, about 6 months ago. Well, then what they'll do, Kevin, if they do give you the opportunity to do it, they'll just add the days onto those 6 months that you already have, the 6 months that you have left. All right. Like, let me do this. Let me just log out of this for a second.
Yeah, how if you already have the subscription, it extends your time.
It does.
That's what Michael was just talking about.
Yep. If I go in here and I go here to this one, I don't know what I have in this one right now, but I think it's a big number. Hang on, I'm waiting for them to give me the number. There it is, 37972. Okay, and in here, if I go to accounts and billing, it should say how many days I have left.
Jeff, are you saying that you don't
346 days.
You don't like the TradingView platform? Okay, then you just need to be taught how to use it, because maybe you should book a session with Michael and help him get your desktop set up, because I shied away from it for a while because I knew DT Pro so well. I had that to fall back on. Now that's going away. I've had to teach myself the how to use TradingView.
To like TradingView.
Yeah. Forced to like. What is it you don't like, Jeff? Is there a specific thing? We might be able to resolve that just like right here, right now. If there's any one thing, or maybe you just don't like everything. Because you got to have
it is really intuitive. Once you understand it, it is really intuitive.
He just hates everything. Okay. Fair enough.
He doesn't like change either.
Oh, neither do I.
I don't like change either.
Changing platforms is like a major life event. It's like a birth, a death, a wedding, a divorce. I mean, it's huge.
All right. Now, so on the ES, 76 up to 78 on the ES. Where is my ES on? Is that the ES7 range? Why is that not looking right? 76 and a quarter. Something doesn't look right here. Oh, this is on a copy, and it's probably delayed. Let me hit copy on that. And you know what? Let me undo that. Hold it. I just go here and go home, and then come back to it. Okay, there we are.
Have you tried the desktop version, Jeff? That might be more to your liking. I don't know. They're basically the same, but I'm going to be using the desktop version. The indicators.
Pretty much all of them.
Edward,
they're on DT Pro. They're on TradingView. They're not on.
They're on TradingView already.
Yeah. All right, we're looking for the up close here.
Consider your shoulder padded, Scott. Good call.
All right. I didn't do anything with the NQ here. It looks like it needs to put in a lower string. That didn't really actually go down out of the overbought right there on that first one. It went down under the overbought on the second one. So it seems like the NQ is still in play right there. I still managed to miss the trade, but It seemed like it was still in play there for a second. I'm looking at this. Something is off. That's green, that's green, that's green, that's green. I still managed to miss the NQ.
On the ES daily, price is still trapped. The top of the wick is touching red and falling, and the bottom of the wick is touching support, the daily step line, the black step line.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too, Rico.
Right at the 50% fib extension.
I knew something was off about the ES. That's
Post,
better. Okay, I do that to all of them.
Post a copy of the daily chart in the discussion group. And for anybody that's on the trial, I'll put it in the trial discussion group as well.
And you would ask for that. You would ask for that email I referred to last night in the meeting, didn't you? I thought I sent it last night. Okay, not you. I thought you would ask for it, but I guess it wasn't you. Okay. Is this driving anybody nuts having the green BBC there? Yeah, I'll make the regular one. All right, so this one here didn't put in a lower swing, so we're not gonna have a trade here. This over here on the gold, the ribbon's all crunched up. We don't have anything there. This didn't put in a lower swing. We don't have anything there. This didn't put in a lower swing. We don't have anything there. I wish I would have gotten that trade right there. Thought about it. I tried to do it, but I was slow. And so now we need everything to turn up. My ES is back on now, right? There you go. I did notice it was off, and thanks for pointing it out. All right. So 1013. Let's see if we get direction change. The NQ85 cross, look for 100 tick move down. Well, that would be just about right. It'd be actually too far. 100 ticks would be too far. And see that we're in a downtrend. That would mean it's going to go right through the ribbon here. Now, I don't know why I drew this on here yesterday, but I'm going to remove it. Okay. And get rid of that. Yes, you are welcome. Okay, so everything is going sideways here. Toby, are you still in here? It says you're in here. Now, all the other people that were on the trial, Christo was back. Looks like just logged back in. There it is. Come on. No, sorry, Den. I almost kicked you out completely. I was not trying to do that. Erwin, James, Jay, and all the other people who were in here were on the trial.
Crew's got a double. Oh, you're not doing crew. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Everybody
have
that is, there's a double top on the session, and it looks like it's about to break out to the upside.
All right. Sideways, 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 and sideways. We don't have anything going on here. So let's just take a moment. Station identification. This is StoneX Trader, brought to you by StoneX. So in the future, you're going to have a hot, not a DOM. You have a hot. It's a hybrid order ticket. Hybrid order ticket looks something like this. This is what CQG looks like. This is the new CQG. You can create brackets down here, create them, turn them on. Let me set the defaults. No, I don't want to do that, actually. This isn't showing the bracket the right way. You can create a trailing stop in here if you want to. Down here, there's something down here about this we went through yesterday. If you want to create your own individual window with your own individual DOM, you can do that. You just got to crunch it all up like this. You can make that part go away, so you can crunch it up even smaller. But then you got everything working around inside there. That was kind of the workaround for making them individual windows. You would have to open a browser up for each DOM that you want to have running and have running like that. If you put a bracket on, now a minute ago I had a bracket created a minute ago on whatever it was, this one right here. I had a bracket created on that one, I thought. Do this, scroll down. Thought it was in here. Park and activate, no. I don't know, but you can turn on a bracket, and when you put an order on, it'll set the bracket for you, and you can move the bracket around like you normally would. But this is the new CQG. This is the one that they're automatically going to put you into if you don't do anything different. Okay. You all have a trial to this right now. Anybody that's got a DT Pro account, or anybody that's using any version of this, like Ron, I know from Zaner, they have their version of Zaner 360. You got an email saying you have access to this right here. Okay, that's what that looks like. This is what Sierra Chart looks like. Now I can make Sierra Chart look like that if I want to, or something like that. Sierra Chart has a separate thing that goes along with it, like this. So you can have all those buttons to go with it too, if you want to. But in here, you know, there's a bracket, and you can do whatever you want with it. All right. So this costs a little extra money. This you're gonna get for free. This will go direct to the exchange. This will have another layer. Okay. So pros and cons of all of it right there. How to get rid of the right side panel? It's down on the bottom. The little arrows going sideways down there. We go. Hang on, let me bring it back up. I right click on this and I go to buy right here. These little arrows right here. Okay. That is a lot to look at. Where's my eyes? I'm just seeing all those colors. I use Brave, Chris, but I know you can use whatever you want. This one right here, this is Edge, but this is all I use Edge for, is my charts, right? And the things that I have going up here, but that's all I use Edge for. I use Brave for all my other browsing. You know, in the Brave browser, this is what it looks like. This is my Brave browser. See, it's got the little Brave thing up there. It looks just like everything else, except you can see 208,494 trackers and ads blocked. And it really does block all that stuff. Every now and then you run into an issue with your cookies because it won't allow some sorts of cookies and stuff like that. But this is a much better browser than all the other ones that I've experienced. Okay, well, that right there was demo 2, Rico. That the stuff that I was showing you, this right here, this is all sim right here. Okay, so you should have the same stuff. No, they don't. I don't even think they have the live ready to go yet with this. I'm pretty sure they don't. They said they were going to send out multiple notifications, is what they said. Multiple notifications letting us know when the live's going to be ready to go. This is just so much to look at. I mean, you can get rid of all this. You don't have to have all this showing. But you know what these all are? This is the currencies, the indices, the micros, the energies, the metals, and fixed income. It's the tabs that we have on the bottom on DT Pro. That's what all these things are. And I don't know if it's a simple way over here to make it switch colors, the background colors and all that stuff that Dwayne was talking about.
Yeah, and also we talked about this last night in the workshop. Once the switch is made, then the minimum account balance is like, it can be as low as you want, $100. You can't do much with $100, but before, if your account balance fell below 3,000 or 2,000, you lost your demo account. But as long as you got $10 in your account, you'll still have access to the demo account. That's how Bert explained it to me.
Look, this is what it looks like when you change the background color.
Oh, okay.
It's not a lot better, but it's right in here. Theme light, theme dark. Current default is dark. System light. I don't know what that means. System light.
I'll probably end up going with the white. I don't know. I don't think I can get. I'm surprised that something so sophisticated, used by so many institutional traders, would not have the ability to change the canvas light or the background.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't give you a little palette like you normally get with DT.
That's surprising.
They give you specific colors right in here. Red, blue.
Because this is a very sophisticated platform, the CQJ.
It is. Give me simple. That's what I want. Easy and obvious. Yeah. That's all I want.
Yeah, I'm good with simple.
I'm a simple guy. Yeah. I am now of a certain age where I don't like change and I don't like to complicate things. I've never really liked to complicate things. I never really liked change, but we have the opportunity to make changes. I was looking for a trade in here on the S and I was looking for a trade on the NQ. Both of the ribbons got crunched up on those. Okay, so you didn't end up with anything there. The Russell is the only one that did actually give a trade right here, I think. Yeah, you can still go on that Russell right there. Well, you could have still gone on the Russell. I guess you still can. Doesn't look like it's gone 10 ticks in a profit. Right, from 6, actually it did go 10 ticks in a profit. It went from 6.0 up to 7.3. So you can't go on the Russell now. Can you do micros so you can play with live trading without too much damage? Yeah, you can do micros. Of course, yeah. The stuff that I was showing you, you're talking about the CQG, Kevin?
I think it just
the trades that yeah, well, in general, yeah, you can do micros too. But the trades that I was taking here last week or maybe this week on the Sierra charts, those were micros. The live ones that I was taking, those were micros while I was still getting used to it. And on the CQG stuff, you know, if you look right here, these are the micros right here. If you look under indexes, they have all these micros right here, MES, MNQ, MYM, and M2K. So they have all your micros right here. Yeah, I know he doesn't like the change either. You know, Bert doesn't like this change either, and he's been using the same thing for so many years too. You know, longer than us.
He's getting there before us. He's getting used to it. They got corporate training.
Yeah.
All the brokers.
Your account's already, like John just asking, we just use TradingView. Yeah, you can use TradingView right now.
You can
TradingView is not a brokerage, okay? You have to understand that TradingView is not a brokerage. You just leave your account where it is and just connect to it through TradingView.
Down at the bottom where the,
Yep.
Can you show them?
Down here, just go down here to Trading Panel. Oops, Trading Panel, and connect to your StoneX account down here. Right here, connect to your StoneX account through this. Just click on that, connect to your StoneX account.
And there's a whole
Now,
bunch
I made a
more.
video about,
Click on all brokers. There's a ton of them.
yeah, there's a ton of them. There's like 75 of them down here. But yours, if you're using BERT at StoneX, and it's right here, click on that StoneX. Okay. Now there's more than just clicking on the StoneX to actually hook it up. I made a video about it before, but I'm not sure if that video is still valid. But either way, you can.
There's like a $10 fee, I think.
15 is what it used to be.
Is it 15? Okay.
Yeah, it's 15 to use the data. So, you know, it's. But yeah, so you can do that if you want, John. You know, if you just wanted to use the DOM that they have over here. Now, once you connect to it, like I'll connect to the paper trading one right now. And once you connect to it, then you have the DOM available to you, or you have the trading on the chart available to you. Okay, now that I'm connected, trade, I can go trade right here, and on the ES, oops, on the ES, if I want to just right click and go to trade, and I can say sell one ES 59.77 limit. And so I got a limit order way up here where I had my cursor. And while it's up there, I can set up my stop and I can set up my target. And then I can move that around, I think, can't I? No, I can't move the whole bracket around. I can move this around, but I can't move the whole bracket around. But there is a way to set it up so you do have a bracket. So you can trade right off the chart. That's one way you can do it. Or you can do Shift D. And you can trade off their DOM over here. Now, the thing about their DOM right now, it's only got top of book, so it doesn't look like much here. It's not much to look at. But if you do have depth of market with your account at StoneX, you're going to get the depth of market in here. And it's not just going to be the little bit of depth of market that we see right now with the ES account here. You only see 10 out. I think you'll see a whole bunch more than 10. Okay, so that is, if you want to go that way, that is certainly where you can go. I'm not going to be able to help you too much with that. I know we had a guy a while ago. Well, he actually became a partner. He hasn't been around in a while, but became a partner a while ago. And he sent me a video. He created a video to show how to create the brackets using that thing. And I think if you actually create the bracket in here, the long position, short position bracket, and then you can stick it up here on this toolbar, you can just click that and put it on the chart and move it around to where you want your order to be if you want to trade right off the chart. That's what I think what he was trying to show me a while back. I really didn't look at it, but yes, I agree. I agree with that completely, Scott. Use companies that actually answer the phone when you call. The ES has got a trade right here where it is. Okay. But that's always been a good thing about Bert. I mean, not only does he answer the phone himself when you call him, but he answers it after hours too. Well, for me anyway. All right. So I got the short going on here on the ES. Now it should make it all the way down here to the price swing low at 963. After 4 ticks in profit, stop, it goes to break even. It just got me out of break even. Okay, I'm still minus 10 on the ES this morning. It's 10:30. We have an hour left in here. Break even on that. That is making a little bit of run up. This is too surprising run up, both of them. The Russell's just getting back up to the ribbon right now. So we'll see what happens with that one. It's now got a high here of 93.4. So I would look to sell 91.4 right now on the Russell, like this. Okay. And these pullbacks that you're seeing right here on the ES and on the NQ are retracements of this big leg down. The problem when you get a big leg down like that is that the retracement is usually going to screw up the ribbon like it did right there and right here. The gold looks like it might give us a long trade here. It's got a low here of, where's my gold down? I lost my gold down. All right, so we're in the Russell. We need 10 ticks in profit on that. 10 ticks in profit on that. What's the low on this now? 99.8. So that's going to be at 0.8. 10 ticks in profit on that. And here's this one that hasn't filled yet. Okay. This and this need to move down, give us lower swings. And we need 10 ticks in profit to move the stop to break even on this. And make sure the stop's in the right place. It's not. It's off by 1. All right, the gold just triggered us in, so we're in the gold as well. We need 5 ticks in profit to move that stop. Okay, see that number right up there. That'd be 11 ticks. There's 5 ticks, stop to break even. And we're out of break even on the gold. And the Russell's not looking so good right now. Bing. This. A lot of break evens today. Gold. We did get the gold for the day on the first trade with gold, though. That was nice. We're not done with the Russell yet. It's hitting the ribbon. It could bounce off the ribbon right here and go all the way down. But I think it's going to stop me out. We'll see. That was the gold this morning. Wasn't easy either. It went up like pretty far in, close to the stop, and then it moved down. It didn't go directly down. I thought I was going to stop out on the gold on that first trade. But the ribbon is holding here. We need 10 ticks in profit. It's got to get down here to 0.3. In the meantime, I really want to see the ES and the NQ fail right here at the ribbon and drop down, because this was just a retracement of this leg down. Both of those was retracement of that leg down. Okay. Oh man, I was wondering when that was going to hit me. All right. Sorry, you guys don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Body pains. That's all. So we're waiting. The trade was over here. Actually, it was back here a little ways. We did finally stop out. Okay, it was back here. Was the actual trade right there, and it just stopped us out. Is that my second stop out on the Russell? That was my first stop out on the Russell. It's my second stop out of the day, but my first one on the Russell. The gold put in a higher swing. That's good. We want to see both of these fail. Yeah. I'm not allowed to buy my own shoes anymore, Scott. Jada picks them and buys them for me. You just get a package in the mail and it's a new pair of shoes for me. So the CQG DOM, yeah, it's, it's going to take some getting used to. I'm sure there's got to be some way to make it slick, and there's got to be some way to do it. I just don't know what that way is, Rico. Whereas this little guy right here, I do know what that way is. He says so the CQG DOM is very clunky for order execution, and he does not like change. None of us like change, I don't think. Now, Jeff G, I know you don't like change either, but changing to trading view charts is actually a change for the better. can do more with the charts. I can do more with the charts, which is good for all of us, I think. And I can create things with this that I couldn't create with anything else. All right. So we're waiting. The NQ is starting to spread the ribbon out, getting a little bit higher there. The gold is still moving up. It didn't pull back deep enough to get another trade. The Russell is starting to get some direction, and the ES is not. Yes, that's why, Jeff, you can pay the monthly fee, or wait till the sale comes out, and then the sale price for the annual will be like $300, I think. You know, we have some time next week. We can look at it next week if you want, and make sure you're getting the best deal. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the best thing, John, if you're going to do that. If you're just going to use the order ticket, then, you know, if you do Shift D right here, Shift D, the order ticket is right here. If you use this, you just put in your take profit, your stop loss, all that stuff right here. And it remembers this stuff. Like the last time I put it in, it was a 25 by 75. It remembers that. So, you know, you just put all this stuff in here. This is the order ticket. If you're just going to use, oops, if you're just going to use that. All right, John B. So we're getting some movement. It is 10:39, so we have about 50 minutes left in here. I like to get a little bit better after having my best day yesterday. Best day of the year yesterday. Get a little bit of something on it today. At least get the daily average would be nice. 535. I didn't actually put the stuff in, so let's just do that. 1122. And today on the NQ, 28. On the Russell right now, minus 15. On the gold right now, 22. And on the ES, minus 10. Yeah, so we got a little work to do to get there. Today it took 4 minutes and one trade to get to the goal for the day. That one up $1,100 and go all the way down, fell out the rest of it. 16th day of the month, 220th, 18th in a row. That doesn't seem right. 382. And this, I didn't fill this out right yesterday. 220, and speed 220 by 220. I skipped that yesterday. Just make sure. We're at 205 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 225. 226. What the heck? Have I been skipping that? 205, and this is 220. What have I done wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 221. That's what it should be at. 221. Okay. 221. This is 221 by 221. Michael R., you got that? We're at 183. Then we added 22. That should put us at 205. That's right. And from 205, we have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 days from 205 should put us at 221. Okay, so those numbers are right. This number looks off, though. I guess it's not. It's right. Okay, and the 382, 366 plus 21 is 387. That number's off. How did I screw that up? I don't know. Anyway, here. We missed a trade there. Just barely put in a higher swing. We missed a trade there. We missed a trade there. Those are expensive spreadsheet moments. Back over here. Okay. Hang on. All right, so on the, hey, John B., your friend, Kelby, I think. Say your friend's name. I'm trying to remember. I think that's right. You had some contact and then it stopped. I was just wondering what was up with that. All right, so on the NQ, we want this to pull back and get into the oversold. It doesn't have to, yeah, we want to get into the oversold. It's definitely get into the oversold. It doesn't have to hit the ribbon, but it definitely has to get in the oversold. Enrico, I put this on yesterday. Remember that? Should be right at 0, but okay, well, maybe I'll turn them on over the weekend. Okay. When you took the trial a while ago, I don't remember. I actually don't remember it at all. Normally I remember that stuff. I don't remember it at all. All right, so everything's making a run right here. We went up to the weekly trading zone here on the NQ, and let's remove that. We went up to the midpoint on the ES. We're headed toward the midpoint on the Russell, and I don't know what we got going over here on the gold. Did I mess up the gold too? Puts 4. No, gold should be set to 4. But I mean, I have the right zones on that one. Let's check that. All right, there was one other thing I needed to check. Hang on. Let's go here. I don't know if that's, yeah, I thought I changed that. I just want to check and see something because I had to make a change to that yesterday. All right, so we're getting a pullback here. This, I would like to see it get all the way down here. If it got all the way down here, this would be my favorite trade on the gold right now. Got all the way down there. Right, these are pulling back a little bit deep for me right now to be my favorite trade. But this one right here, if it got all the way down here, see if I throw this on here, you see, if it got right down here and hit the ribbon and bounced off, that'd be perfect for me. Those are the kind of trades you double up on. Just want to see if the time is getting sorted. It is. Okay. And this is the wrong thing anyway. That's interesting. I have to go here to settings and do CACHE. Go into here and browsing history. Clear browsing. There's only one thing in there. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll go back over here. This is what I was hoping for here on the gold. This is what I was hoping for. There it is. Perfect. Okay, so 4.0 up to, it's a 9-point range, so it's going to be, well, the low of this plus 10. 3.7 up to 4.7. 3.7 up to 4.7 on the gold. It's my favorite trade. Coming together. Okay, now it's changing some. Still a good trade. Still my favorite one. It's pulling back a little deeper than I wanted to, but if you're getting up close on it, it should be good. Should be good to go here all the way up to the prior swing high, which is usually enough to get the goal for the day. And in this case right here, if we got filled there, it'd be 20 ticks. 20 ticks, 10 ticks, 20 ticks. 30 ticks. I don't know, you see it slipping right here on one of those. But here we go. Let's put them right on top of each other. So I'm moving them at the same time. All right. The NQ looks like it's rolling down, the ES is rolling down, and the Russell's not really trending on the upside, so it could roll down as well, which is all good for the gold. And we'll see how this plays out. Okay. What is the 2.46 green line on the NQ chart on my trade trigger chart? This right here. It's not really 2.46. That was supposed to be 0. It was supposed to be 0. It was just a 0 line. That's all. Uh-oh, that's not looking so good. Let me find my DOM. Hang on. Find my DOM. I doubled up on that too. Here it is. Okay, it'll come around. Need no close on this bar. Let me get that up close. We should be golden. It was just a midpoint in between here. Gary. Rico had emailed me yesterday and he said he noticed that a lot of times when we get in those strong trends like we were in yesterday, if it pulls back and hits the midpoint like that, it usually works out pretty well. Yesterday with the ES, remember in the morning yesterday we had all those. There it goes. There goes our gold. It's gonna go. It's my favorite trade. It's gonna go. We need 5 ticks above the stop to break even though. There's 4. It's gonna go one more tick. There it is. Stop to break even. Okay. But if we were to go here and look at yesterday's action in here, I'm going to lock in some profit on this since I doubled it up. Well, any strong trend like this is what he was referring to yesterday. I'm going to lock in some more profit on this. It's 5 ticks. It should go all the way up to 7.4, I think. All the way up here, 7.4, I think. I'm going to lock in 15 ticks. I wish I would have recorded this one, but I didn't. You recorded it, right? You hit the record button? Yeah, you did. Okay, so you're getting this. You can probably take this piece of it out if you want to. But we're at 15 ticks right here, and it's going to take us out at 15. Ta-da. That was perfect. Again, my favorite trade, you guys, is when you get a 50% retracement. That brings you down, bounces you off the ribbon, and you come out of the oversold, like this one right here. That was it right there. Okay. So those 15 ticks, I don't know what that is in dollars exactly. It's $200 a tick. Is that right? 220 bucks a tick. Times 15, whatever that is. That's what that line was, Gary. I put it there. Rico was talking about it yesterday. I thought I'd just throw it on their phone so we could watch it together and see how it works out. I gotta rate that gold, 15. Gold's our big winner today right now. And there's no trend here. We do have a trend here. Oh, wait a minute. I'll go to the end on this. I was trying to show you the thing yesterday morning. If I do this and hit Alt back, it can be a lot easier. That was all the stuff we did in yesterday's lesson plan. Oops, I went too far. I went too far again. Here it is. This does not look right at all, does it? Let's go here and back here. There, catch that up. That's good. And is this today? 22. Crap, that's today. How do we get back to today? I thought we were going all the way to yesterday. Let's go back there. 22, yesterday was 21. Here we go. I did it again. I'm not doing this again. Every time I do that to get the price right, it brings me back. But basically, yesterday when it was in a really strong trend, when it pulled back here and it didn't go deep enough to give us a trade because it didn't come out of the overbought or oversold, it did go to the midpoint. When it got to the midpoint, it came off the midpoint. All those trades are working out pretty well yesterday. That's what I was trying to show you. Do I worry about that previous down close in gold? I actually, Ryan, I actually took it on this up close right here. I didn't notice it didn't come out of the oversold. I'm pretty sure I took it on that one. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I took it on that one. No, I think I did actually wait for it to come out of the oversold. That's right. I did take it on that. No, it doesn't really matter that it was down close right there. That doesn't really matter. Give you a better entry, if anything. I think my entry was pretty spot on there. My entry was 4.4, I think, right? That's where I got filled on that. So I had some slippage. And I was expecting to get up here to the price swing high at 7.4, but we got out here with 15 ticks in profit, which was good. It hasn't put in a higher swing, so you're not going to trade that again. But that red one right there was just giving you a better entry point, is all it was. Even though it's a better entry point. We need a swing high here. The question was, do I worry about that prior swing high? Now, I want to take another Sierra chart trade here. I want to find trade, that's trade window. There it is. Okay, targets. First target. Stop. Okay, go back to main. Then we unattach it. And make it a live trade. And we'll see how this works out in a minute. Once we get our next NQ trade, I got to set up to place a live trade on the Sierra chart down. So we'll see how that works out. Of course, we got to get another trade. Any questions? Anybody? Wow. That's what I say every time I look at that. I mean, you don't have to look at this, I don't think, right? I think there's a way to close this, right? Resize columns to fit full screen. I thought that was going to make that go away. All right, does anybody have any questions about anything? It's juncture. Will this, the stop go with the 9 range? I have a 15 tick stop on that, Jill. It's out here, Jill or Dan. If you go to trade rules, it's right here. The 9 tick range has a 15 tick stop that trails to break even after 5 ticks in profit with a 30 tick target. That's why I have a 15 stop on it. It's all right here. All right, so the NQ is going up to the weekly trading zone again. Now it's failed at this zone 3 times. 3 times. Let's look at this. This is ugly. This whole day has been ugly with the NQ. Look at it like this. Okay. This is where we should be going to. We should be going up here. Once we get up above this weekly trading zone, we should be going up above the prior swing high. This over here is where it should be going. Once we get up above the weekly trading zone. Okay. And let's see. This and this and this and this, this. Well, you'll still be able to build them. It'd be even more cool if you can teach me how to do it. All right, get the higher swing over here. We want to get up above that. So on the Russell, we need to pull back when you get into the oversold. It's the only one that's really got a trend going here. Is the Russell. I figured since I said I was going to take a trade on the new thing. Oh, great, Scott. Yes, I think you will be much happier with this once you get this set up. And you get going. I mean, I can make it look. I think I can make it look just like this. I can change things around, move the columns all around, make everything wider, thicker. I can change the backgrounds of everything. I can change the sizes of everything. I can change the colors of everything. They don't really have any really good manuals for it. You got to watch it on YouTube, but you can do all kinds of things with it. You know, and you get into this stuff in here, and you go to chart and graphic settings. You know, all these things you can change. Those are all about the DOM. All these things you can change about the DOM in there. And chart things you can change, background colors and all that other stuff. Change all those things, and that's just that one. There's like a ton of other things you can do. Chart settings, draw types, graphic settings, chart. There's a ton of things they have available in there. And the guy who created TradingView also created Sierra charts. He created Sierra charts first, I think, though. 98.4 right now on the Russell, up to 0.4. This is what it looks like. It's not really a strong trend, and I'm not sure it's going to get filled, but it's there. I'm still waiting for another trade opportunity over here on the NQ. We haven't gotten it yet. You see how flat everything is right here? Here. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to take this. I'm reluctant to take this. I am afraid. It's not really fear. It's just, I don't know what kind of follow through it's going to have. The dots that show up now and then. Which dots that show up now and then, James? I missed something. I must have said something, and you're referring to something I said, and now I don't know what you're talking about. Because I don't remember. All right, so the low on this is now 8.5, and we just filled it there. Okay, we need 10 ticks in profit. 10 ticks in profit will bump this stop. Just get up to right there. I'm willing it up there. I'm trying to will it up there. Okay, I am gonna leave that one alone for now, and well, the other ones aren't really doing anything. Yeah, you like the dark black on there, huh, Scott? Sideways, sideways. Now the Russell's getting sideways too. We're in it though. We're in it to win it, or not. I think we're going to. Right here is where the stop goes to break even. Right there. Right there. Now we wait. So the ES and the NQ. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to do all the same stuff. There's Sky, you just have your serial window going. Instead of all your DT DOMs. Just have this guy going. It'll be fine. You'll see. Everything's gonna be all right. And if it looks like the lines are getting crunched up, you can stretch the window out and it usually separates them better in here. See the colors sometimes mix like that. Wow, is the MNQ moving around a lot more than the NQ? Just curious. I think it is moving around a lot more. All right. Well, we'll just have to wait. It's now 11:08. Copy email. Let me send this over here. And we almost have our trade coming up here on the NQ. Almost. 100 tick move up. That would get us back up to the ribbon. That would put our trade together there for us. Okay. So I got that done. That done. That done. This and has Russell done anything yet? No, it still hasn't. So waiting. Okay, so the NQ is about to give us a trade. Right, and here. We're gonna try to put it on here. Now we've got a high here of 822, so subtract 8 from that. It's gonna put us down here at 14. Did I do that wrong? I did. I'm actually in it right now. Oops. Let me get out of it right now. Let me find and cancel. This is actually live right here too. I just screwed that one up on that one. I left clicked instead of right clicking. We're looking for the down close. The high here right now is 24. So we're selling 1675 right there. There it is. Okay. There, okay. So we got one tick of slip. Now we're in it, and now moving my stop to break even, it's going to be a thing, because right there I should have been able to move my stop to break even. And I'm not really sure how to do that yet, but my stop is way up here. Okay, so I'll move it all the way down to break even right there and say yes. And it didn't let me because I didn't see. I should have been out of this at break even right now. All right. Yeah. You saw that was a live order modification, right? Did it let me actually do it? Yeah, I'm still in it. Okay. I think. Yeah, we're in the money now. Okay. So my target is all the way down there. So we're plus, you see that right there? It's saying we're plus 5 or something like that. So I'm going to lock in. That right there is locking in. That's how I normally do it anyway. That's how I normally lock stuff in. All right, so we're just about to hit the target down here, and that's going to get us out with some profit. There. Okay, so we're flat. Let's just do cancel all, and we should be flat right now, I think. I don't know what I picked up on that, but that was this trade right here. It's going to take some getting used to. Let me go and tell you exactly what I got out of that. I have no working orders right now is what it says. Okay, and my average sell price was $17.88 and my average buy price was $13.75. That's what I ended up with on that one. So what is that? Let's just call it 1775 down to 1375. 4 points, 16 ticks. Okay, that's going to take some getting used to. But that was Sierra. You see how easy that one was? Oh, the Russell, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I totally forgot about the Russell trade. Thanks, James. Or Paul. It's plus 5 on the Russell right now. Thanks for that. And James and Paul, both of you guys are. I was so focused on taking that trade over there on the NQ. It's going to take me some time to get really proficient with it the way that I am with the DT. But I will. It will take me a lot less time to get proficient with that. What did I just get on that? I don't even know what I just got. 12 ticks? I think 12 ticks. Okay. And so I'm flat on that other one. This one right here. So let's put those on. That was a good trade. And this one over here was a good trade. But that trade that I just did on the NQ was, that was a live trade. That was, you got to see the whole thing from beginning to end, slippage and all. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a scary job for us, Scott. What is the range setting on gold? It's a 9-tick range is what it is, John. A 9-tick range. All right, we go out here to trade rules. The 9 range is right here. 15-tick stop trails to break even up to 5 ticks in profit with a 30-tick profit target. Okay, that's it right there. All right, so while I did that, those last couple of trades, I missed these here on the ES. I missed this follow trade here on the NQ. And we didn't put in a higher swing here on the Russell, but we did manage to get some profit out of it. Thank you guys for reminding me about the Russell. I was totally wrapped up in taking that trade there on the Sierra Dom. It's going to take some practice. I need to make it bigger, like these dumps. I'll work on that over the weekend probably. See if I can make it exactly like this. but it's pretty close. And you saw how easy it was. And, you know, I put the other order on trailing the stop, like just the same way I normally do everything. All right, so on the NQ, we didn't put in a lower swing here when we moved down, right? So it's not going to be a trade right here. This right here did not put in a lower swing. This one over here did, this one did, this one did not. The ES, this last one did. This one was one of the ones that might have stopped me out to the tick with slippage. I probably would have gotten in down here and stopped out to the tick right there. This follow-up trade here would have gotten it back. But right now we're not in the overbought, so it's not going to have a trade. The Russell needs to put in a higher swing. It doesn't look like it's going to. The gold needs to pull back. The ribbon is wide open. And the NQ, as nice as that looks over there, that's not a valid trade. Okay. Yeah, Jake's former girlfriend was just what she's going to school for. But he ditched her a couple days ago, so it doesn't matter anymore. He was supposed to go to a Panthers game with her this weekend. So what's happening here on the ES, guys, is going to make you not have a trade, right? The way it's all coming together. If you get a down close on this, it's barely coming out of the overbought, but if you did get a down close, it's going to be right here at the swing low. So you don't want to take that. Okay. I am, okay. I am bet on a 19. Just curious about that. All right, we're now getting our lower swing over here. All right, so this is suggesting 100 tick move up, so it's suggesting it's going to have a pullback up to the ribbon again. Once you put in a little bit lower swing here, it's suggesting maybe another pullback and another leg down there on the NQ. That would be great. Over here on the SEC, this would have been the spot right here where you go short. I mean, I know it worked out, but that would be a rough trade to take right there for me because you have no room at all to the swing low. Are they really, Dave? The Panthers are going to get crushed. I guess, you know, Natalie's dad is a Panther fan. He's got seats right behind the Panthers bench, I guess. But it was turned into a big thing, and you know, Jake's never met her parents, and it was gonna be the first time he ended up meeting her parents, and he was feeling pressured. And I said, you know, you could probably buy those tickets pretty cheap. Don't make it about the Panthers game. You know, if you're feeling rushed, then tell you you're feeling rushed. You need time, and he dumped her. Sorry, Dave. Even though, you know, the Chiefs are playing, so it should be, you know, it should be a good game. You know, a good game to watch. It was like when I went to that NC State game a couple weeks ago for Macy's birthday. It was my first NC State game I'd ever gone to. And she wanted Jada and I to have the whole tailgate experience. The ES was looking like it wants to turn down. Yes, it does want to turn down. Now, when I was looking at this stuff before, if it was going to finish, I kept saying if it gets up above the weekly trading zone. I don't think it was here. I think it was the NQS hand. If it gets up above the weekly trading zone, and it failed to get up above the weekly trading zone. So now you got to look at the other side of it, right? When I was looking at this a few minutes ago, saying if it fails, I mean, if it gets up above the weekly trading zone, it's trying to get up to here, and it would have had another leg up this size. But now that it's failed, it should fail all the way down to here right now, to the midpoint between the weekly trading zones. It should fail all the way down to here right now, 721. And that's what it should do. Okay, so we should have some more trades here on the ES, between the ES and the NQ right now. We should have a couple more trades here on the downside. And that trade that's setting up on the long side over there on the Russell, I'm not so sure I'd want to take that. It's just barely got a higher swing. And yeah, I'm not so sure I'd want to take that right there. It's kind of late to get into it now. 1.0 was where you should have gotten into it. It's already gone 10 ticks into profit, so it's too late. But these guys over here, you want to get a down close on this, 75.5 down to 73.5 on the ES, and over here on the NQ, now it's going to be 8 points off the top, so 78.75 down to 70.75. 70.75. Okay. Now that moved up some more, 82 down to 74. Now the ribbon's getting crunched up, so you're not going to have anything. And the Russell is the one that turned out to be right. All right, so I'm going to cancel all those orders that I just had there on those other ones before I get filled by X-Men. I do think they're going to go down. It's just they wrecked the setup here by pulling back too deep.
On the ES, prices tried really hard to break through red and falling on the daily, but after multiple attempts, it's backing off again. So it's got support right below it at the daily step line. So,
and we have don't we have a midpoint between the trading zones? Wasn't that what I was just looking at here? Oh, we're right here. This is the midpoint. We're below it right now. It should act as resistance when we pull back up to it. All right, the ES, if it does continue down, it should get down here to 962, 963. That's what it should do. I don't know if it's going to. We'll see. But we are almost out of time on this Friday afternoon. Friday morning. Friday afternoon. Friday morning.
guys, I'm going to go into some deep detail again today on the logic alerts, as I do every day on the CTAs. I did it earlier in the week. I'm going to do it again today. It's been an extraordinarily good week, both in here and outside of here.
Yes. Yes, it's been a good week.
In fact, yesterday you said it was the best day all year.
Right. Yeah, it was. It was indeed.
Awesome.
By a couple $100. And today I just wanted to get up above the daily average, and I think I'm pretty close to it right now. So that was my goal for the day. Let's get to the daily average, which was 500 and something bucks. And we are just about out of time. The Russell did finally put it in the higher swing. These two ended up being no trades at all on the short side, and the gold is starting to drop. So the gold dropping here kind of makes me wonder if these guys are going to start moving up. The industry is going to start moving up. It used to be such an easy thing to see before, but now crypto went and screwed all that up. Speaking of crypto, what is crypto doing right now? This is Bitcoin 9 range. Yeah, we don't want that. We want the Bitcoin on the daily. Daily, where is it? One range, 1 day. Here it is. All right, we almost hit 100 grand today. 99,500. Right. The high of the day today. 99,543. Wow. Okay. While I'm looking at this stuff, there's one thing. Was it the 7? Yeah, this one. I was curious on this. Is this a 19 range? It is 19 range. I want to see what these did. Just the long trades this morning. Kind of rough start. Well, that was 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, but from the open, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was not. That was a good one. That was an okay one. All right, back here. It is time, guys. It is time to fill out the spreadsheet. Let's get it up here and we'll see. On the NQ now, we made a little bit more on the NQ. We're at 44. That's good. On the Russell, we managed to get back to -3 from -15. That's good. On the gold, we are now at 37. We didn't make it. We're still at -10 on the ES. So it ended with 450 on the day. All right, now after having 35 trades yesterday, we have 14 trades today. 14 trades today. So if you're going to read the spreadsheet, you have to read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today, we made 44 ticks on the NQ. We lost 3 on the Russell. We made 37 on the gold, and we lost 10 on the ES. That puts us at +450 on the morning session. Today it took 4 minutes and one trade to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $1,100. We took a total of 14 trades this morning. So on the month, we're now at 8,475 over 16 business days, averaging 529 per contract per 2-hour business day. On the year, we're now at 108,845 over 221 business days, averaging $492 per contract per 2-hour business day. The 24/20 stuff is the same as it was earlier. We are now over $3,000 a contract, and $3,000 per hour. I just wanted to get over 2,400 by the end of the year. Once we started this right here, once we finished up the 24/20 blueprint with 20 contracts in August, I just want to get this over 2,400 by the end of the year. We're killing it. And I got to tell you, these days like this, where actually like yesterday, where 11 minutes, 4 minutes, and you get the big numbers, those are the days that really make that go up. You know, every now and then you get one of these guys right here and it makes it go down. But so we're averaging $3,008 per hour on the 24/20 blueprint. If you started with one contract this year and you quit trading when you got the goal for the day and did it just like me for 65.25 hours, 65.25 hours. Good stuff. All right. Those of you guys who are in here on the trial, none of you have had one-on-one training with me or any of us. If you want to do that before your trial ends, your trial is probably ending today. If you want to do that before your trial ends, you need to let us know. All right. It's been available to you all week, and all you had to do was let us know. All right. With that, I'm going to give you my phone number. My phone number is 617-943-3298. It's 617-943-3298. If you have any questions, text me at that number. Okay. Don't call because I won't answer a phone call, but you can text me and I'll call you back. All right. That is it, guys.
On the
that, yes.
Through last night, there's been some changes and some new alerts today. We're in week 329, Logic 247, over 18,400 individual alerts. 67 this week since the market opened Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. So far, 2 stopped out, 4%. So, like I say, it was a good week all around. And the CTAs did good too. So,
excellent.
Nice way to go to the weekend.
It is. It is. Heading into the weekend.
And hopefully I'll see you all at the top of the hour.
Yep. We'll see you all at the top of the hour. If I don't see you then, have a great weekend. Be safe, make great decisions, and we'll see you all on Monday. All right. Thank you all for coming today.
And guys, I will be closing this down in about 2 minutes so I can get ready for that afternoon broadcast. So if there's anything you need to look at, see, links you need to grab, whatever the case might be, I just rang the 2-minute bell. And if I don't see you at the afternoon session, have a good weekend.